In the underground bases, what they call DUMBs, deep underground military bases, and other absolutely beyond top secret research facilities, this technology that is necessary to totally entrap humanity through technology is being developed. And they are always vastly ahead of anything that's happening in the public arena. I mean, vastly ahead. This is why Aldous Huxley could describe things in 1932 with Brave New World that were not even possible then. This is why George Orwell could describe technology in 1984, published in 1948, like the telescreens in your home constantly filming you, which is what smart TVs do now, and these are only the early developments of the telescreens, the smart TVs. They were able to perceive these things because this technology is always well ahead outside the public arena than it is in the public arena. I've quoted people in my books, like a guy in 1969 at Rockefeller Insider, who described in great detail how the world was going to change, and he has been absolutely spot on in every single way in detail. And one of the things he said in 1969 is that he described the internet. He described the internet in 1969. It wasn't even discovered, we're told, until the 1980s, was it? But it's always long ahead of where we are in the public arena. Why? Because as the process unfolds of more and more sophisticated technology rolling out, like now at a vast rate of knots, to create this complete human control system, there are no gaps. Notice, there's no lag time, there's no gaps where people are sitting around strumming their fingers waiting for some geek in a garage to develop the next level of control. It just rolls out seamlessly. Why? Because it's been there, sitting there to be rolled out, so it's seamless as it rolls out. This stream of movies, year after year after year after year, that are portraying the very dystopian machine-controlled society that they want to take us into. Because it's called preemptive programming. What they're doing is systematically making us subconsciously, consciously too more and more, but subconsciously familiar with that world. So that as it comes in for real, it's less of a chasm, it's less of a shock. Now, because this technology ain't coming from geeks in garages, I mean, some of the peripheral stuff might, yes. I'm talking about the real control system stuff. It's coming out of underground military bases and other secret projects. They need a cover story and a cover people to explain where the hell it's coming from. So they have their cult operatives, gophers, most of them, well, all of them are at gopher level even then, or some are more gophers than others. And they play the role of fronting up different technologies coming out. I'm talking about the main technologies that are real vital to the control system. And acting as that front man or front woman makes them very rich. But this is the deal. You front up this particular technology rolling out as if it's, random, and you'll become very, very rich. But vast amounts of that wealth have to be spent on advancing the cult agenda in the name of philanthropy. This is why you get these heartless, psychopathic billionaires setting up foundations. Look, he's got a foundation he gives to charity. Well, just follow the frickin' charities and follow what they're doing. And you'll find that it's a cult agenda that he's financing, whether it's Monsanto or his vaccinations and the manipulation of health, but particularly vaccinations. What they're saying is they want to tag every child, like in the third world, to have a digital way of seeing if they've been vaccinated or not. Well, because of this pandemic, they now said, oh, yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to have a way of knowing who's been vaccinated. And the idea is that they'll have technology, and if you haven't been vaccinated, then it will be picked up by the technology. This is the idea. So here we have Bill Gates saying now, this lockdown can't end until everyone in the world is vaccinated. They're his words. And who else has come out with new computer models saying, oh no, we can't have the lockdown until the vaccine? Professor Neil Ferguson, whose models caused the lockdown in the first place, a man funded in terms of many of his projects and operations by Bill Gates. How intelligent do you have to be to make vast amounts of money if you know when the market's going up and you know when the market's going down? Because those making it go up and making it go down are telling you. You don't have to be intelligent at all. You can make vast amounts of money. So Soros makes vast amounts of money. But this is the deal, you do that, but you need to spend massive amounts of it advancing the agenda. So he has this Open Society Foundation network, and the last time I looked, he'd already handed over to it $32 billion. This manipulates people's revolutions that aren't revolutions. It's massively involved in funding mass migration, which is another part of this agenda. He funds the whole woke arena of transgender and political correctness and all this stuff, climate change. So that's his. And this is how it works.